Hello everybody, this is Kevin Scribner at General RV in Ocala, Florida. It's a beautiful day out here today. I'm going to walk you through an SR2V chassis. That's by Freightliner. And they get them, we put them on the Super Cs. I'm going to just walk, this is a pre-owned coach, but it's going to get the point across. So let's get started. Number one thing that Freightliner did, they listened to their customers. So the main thing people wanted is service. So Freightliner has a great support service. It's called 24/7. You can get service any time of the day, and the people that are talking to you on there have over 2 decades of service on these machines. They know how they work. Also, reliability. People want to know that they're spending $200,000 on a big Super C, that it's going to last for a number of years, right? So serviceability, reliability, and the last was safety. These are built very, very safely. Number one thing is, see how the wheel is turned out? This has a 55-degree turn radius, so that if you're in a cul-de-sac where your friends are, and you may be towing a car or whatever, you can actually make the turn in that cul-de-sac because of this turning radius. You should not have to back up. The second thing is this bumper. If you hit this bumper and it's made to fall off, so it's not going to come back in and tear your tire up. It may cause a little bit of damage, but it's not going to rip your tire up. Okay. Second thing is, you see this steering bar? It comes up. This system is set up to take the bump stock out of the steering wheel. You ever hit a hard bump and your steering wheel rattles in your hands? Well, this eliminates that. Between this portion here, this absorbs the bump as well as the steering. So when it gets to you, it will not bump that steering wheel. It's going to stay nice and easy. You don't have to get all excited and that something's happening. You can go over railroad tracks basically with one hand on these, and they handle great. The other thing is this hood. This hood only weighs right around 13 pounds. It's very light. So if you want to service your own machine, you can get in very easily. As you can see here, we got the oil dipstick, power steering fluid, tranny fluid, or the transmission dipstick is in there. Also, we're going to walk around the other side. They made it easy so you can service these on your own, and they're very easy. Diesels, a lot of people think, oh, diesels they're so expensive, they're hard to take care of. Actually, they're 50% less service you do than you would on a gas motorhome. And they're easy to get to. I mean, there's your washer, you've got your solenoids, your belt is right there, alternator, your filters, your different air filters, cleaners, everything's easy to get to. Again, notice how nice and tight these tires turn at 55 degrees. All right, follow me around. Well, let's do this. I'm going to push the hood down. Again, let's say you're working on it and a big wind comes up. This hood is on gas shocks. It's an easy close. Look at that. So if you're working on it, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to slam down on your back. It comes down nice and easy. If you didn't, there's the name of it, SR2, S2RV. So that's what they put on the Super Cs. And along the side here, this is going to be the DEF fluid, your DEF. That's going to run about 2% of what you burn on your fuel. So you're going to have, let's say you go 10,000 miles. You're going to change that probably about every 6,000 miles, if it's 15 gallon. Here's your fuel. Your fuel is a centerline gas tank. It's not up front. Some of these machines, you fill them on both sides. This is center fuel, so that the manufacturer who builds this house, they can configure around this fuel tank so much easier. And the center of gravity is good on the machine too. And then here's the tire. You can see the air's out. This does have air ride as well as a sway bar. And what that sway bar does, it keeps you from rocking left to right. Or if you go into a turn kind of fast, it'll help correct you. Safety. And then the airbags, I mean, it's just so smooth to drive these. Very comfortable. This is easier to drive, this diesel, than it is some of the gas Class A's. And coming around the rear, we have the tow bar. You got towing here. These are rated at 15,000 pounds, but don't get that wrong, guys. I mean, 15,000 pounds is the rating of the bar, not necessarily the rating of the coach. So whatever you own, make sure you understand how much the coach weighs empty, and then how much can you put capacity, cargo capacity, fully loaded. That'll be your your gross carrying weight. You subtract that from the weight of the vehicle. Let's say it's 5,000 pounds. If you were to max it out and put 5,000 pounds in your coach, then what you're going to tow is 10,000 pounds max. That's your safety. It could be 12 or 13,000 pounds, depending again how much of that capacity you're taking up in the cargo. All right, and you got to remember too to add in fuel, water. I think it's 150 pounds per person. Again, you're going to own it. Make sure you know these numbers so that you're safe towing what you want to tow. This coach, going in the front door, there's a few things. We're going to go over this later on the interior on a different video. But there's a little thing called feet, seat, steering wheel, and mirrors. That's the order you want to go in to set your steering up, your driving, so that you're comfortable on the road. On the armrest, you bring the armrest down, and they're adjustable, but you want to be able to put your elbows on the armrest and then rest your hands on the steering wheel in a comfortable mode, because driving these are very, very comfortable. You'd be super surprised when you test drive one. All right, but we'll go over the interior later and bring out some good points on it. But for now, if you got any questions, call me on my cell. It's 321-348-7507, or my email is kscribner@generalrv.com. Last name is SCRIBNER. All right, so that's it for now. Hope you have a great day.